Chapter 8 from the book of Revelation. An epigraph from verse 12. A third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them turned dark. A third of the day was without light, and also a third of the night. A third want duty without responsibility, a third the opposite. The latter become cabinet ministers and amateur foragers. The remaining third cling to a mythical middle ground, blunder down either path without knowing it. A third of the earth is burned up, and a third of the trees. Every green flare of grass is burned up. A third of words are needlessly repeated. 2/3 of published poems are unread, except by their authors. Almost a third, not even by them. 2/3 of experts establish a synonym between farage and cabbage. 1/3 is a soft rhyme, a wee beige jobby of Napoleonic lineage. A third of all statistics are fabricated, like this one. A third approach truth in extreme conditions, like an inch of snow south of Birmingham. A third suggests nefarious purpose and will often add successive thirds to defy mathematics and multiply into further long divisions. A third do things by halves. A third triple up and ride their identity crisis. A third of sea is blood. A third of fish are clobbered. A third of ships batter the rocks and lose their war with surface luminosities before descending to the depths. A third follow them. A third follow the sun, erupt like mushrooms from within. The star called wormwood falls in a third of rivers. A third of waters fall bitter. A third of the vox populi fall silent and worship bitterness. A third is nothing, the cynics crow, but a third of history worth making seems to 1/3 of respondents to come ex nihilo, except in English. A third think history a waste of time when nothing happens and resign. A third subscribe to pie in the sky thinking. A third think its opposite is toad in the hole. A third think up many reasons to reimagine the world.